everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be very different and very interesting. So I thought about doing this a while ago just because I think it's so funny and obviously it was a big part of my life. Today I'm going to be going through and reacting to my old One Direction Twitter account. So I've always thought about doing this video, but what really made me want to do it is I did that Instagram challenge that just went around. It was the Until Tomorrow thing, and the girl that got me to do it, she's a big One Direction fan now. She was like, oh, I better see some pictures of you and Liam from One Direction, because back in the day I was literally the biggest One Direction fan ever. That's what everyone knew about me. That was my brand. I'd say 8th grade I started liking them until sophomore year of high school. That's when I got a boyfriend, so that might have something to do with my kind of falling out of being so utterly obsessed with them. Definitely between 8th grade, 2011, 12, more 2011. It was a year after they became a thing. Anyways, I feel I just said so many different things, but basically I did that challenge and I posted pictures, the ones she was talking about. There were a bunch of photoshopped pictures. A lot of people commented on my post and they were like, we need a story time, please explain these pictures of you and him, because I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty real, and that's just what people would do. We would all photoshop each other and make us look like we took a picture with one of the boys in One Direction. That was just the biggest thing, and I've always been really good at editing pictures, and I've always been into digital stuff like that, so I was doing it all day, every day, making 15,000 different pictures. So the ones that I put on the post, I remember posting on my One Direction Twitter, and these different news accounts basically kept reposting it, and they were like, who's this girl that Liam's seen with? Liam's seen with a mystery girl, walking through whatever, because I literally made us hold hands in a street, you can see us so it looks like we're walking together. It's so embarrassing. It's so crazy when I think about it. That was psycho behavior, but it's fine. I feel I'm jumping around too much. I need to just start from the beginning, but essentially I wanted to show you guys those pictures, explain kind of what happened and how I was the mystery girl, and also just reacting to my tweets in general. One Direction Twitter was the original stan Twitter, for sure. All the accounts now you see stanning different celebrities, that all started, I feel because of One Direction and how big of a thing it was. My whole entire life literally was on Twitter for One Direction. One Direction was the only thing I tweeted about, the only thing I talked about, the only thing I read about. The whole account was based around them. I had my own personal one too. That was the thing. I was Hannah Montana, double life, because I had that account that at first I didn't care, and I would let people from high school and stuff follow it, because that was the one I mainly used. But then when I got really intense and I was I knew I was crazy, I just ended up blocking people and made my own personal account. I want to look back at my tweets because I know, honestly, I'm funny. I want to see how funny I was, because I know I was funnier back then than I probably am now. And again, I want to show you guys all those pictures that I used to make, because that was definitely the epitome of all of it. Anyways, that was a really long intro. I have my phone. I'm still logged into that account. I actually wasn't for a long time. I knew my username and stuff, but I got an email basically saying if you don't log in, it's going to be deleted because it had been so long. And I was I don't want those tweets to go away, because times like this I want to look back at them. Every so often I'll go and look. It's just wild. And honestly, the people that were there during that time and on Twitter know how wild it was. It was a complete obsession, and I'm not ashamed of it. I will own up to it. I was immersed in One Direction. Specifically Liam. If you didn't catch that part, Liam, for sure. PM, that was our ship. People would combine their names and be oh, that's our ship name, ship PM, because it was Paige and Liam. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. So basically this video is going to probably make a fool of myself, but just know that this was middle school into the beginning of high school me. Like I said, I'm not ashamed. I think it's funny. And honestly though, just remembering how much I loved them, it was for a reason. Honestly, I know a lot of people are still into them now that they're broken up, but trust me, when they were together and it was a thing, it was literally my life. I was the biggest fangirl. I know a lot of people felt that way about Justin Bieber, but I never really got into him as much. Definitely Jonas Brothers I liked a lot, but I feel I was too young to do anything about it on the internet. So honestly, I kind of have a lot of followers. I have 2,969 followers, and I only follow 100. That ratio though. I definitely had a lot more followers. People I'm sure go and unfollow at this point because no one cares about this anymore. I honestly read the timeline and there's still some people that still tweet and are active about it. I don't know. A lot of them have just turned into personal accounts, but it's funny to see the people I used to follow now are still on that account tweeting. Basically my last tweet was in 2016, January 17th, 2016, and I said hello, because at that point I had not been going on this account at all anymore. Honestly, once I started dating John, I kind of stopped going on here? And like every like year, like every 6 months, I'd pop up and be like, hi, like those were the last 10 tweets. I'm just like, hey, haven't been on, like here I am, I'm alive. Even in 2015, I was like, reading my old tweets on here is the best thing ever. I was so funny, I love One Direction. Even back in 2015, I thought they were old tweets. So imagine now, 5 years later, these are definitely old tweets. I don't know if I can do this. I was funny, but it's like a different kind of humor. Like if you weren't there, like you won't understand. I don't know, I feel like some people might still, but oh my god, okay, I remember I came back on the day that Zayn left, which was, then that just happened, like the anniversary, everyone was talking about it, the 25th, yeah, the 25th of March in 2015. So these are my tweets. This is about Zayn leaving. I said, I just told my mom on the phone and now she's crying at work because I was crying on the phone. I remember I was at school and I started crying. And I went home and I cried even more. And I had come back and tweeted again. I said, this is so sad. I miss all of you. I miss Twitter. I miss being obsessed with One Direction. Because at that point I was kind of like already out the door. But it was really sad because, I don't know, it was just like such a big like part of my life that when I actually thought about it, I got really sad. This is gonna offend my boyfriend, honestly, some of these. Oh, I had cutouts too. I should definitely talk about that. This is something I tweeted. I said I pierced his ears, talking about my Liam cutout. This is just one of them. I had two. Okay, yeah, this is when I was with John because it was in 2014, the year we started dating. And I said my boyfriend just punched my Liam cutout in the face. Oh, I tweeted about my anniversaries of Liam following me because I was that in love that I finally got him to follow me. So we're in a mutual. That was on October 22nd, 2012. I will never forget that. That was the day that he followed me at 4:27 p.m. Some of these things just engrave in your memory, okay? I'm sorry. That day in 2014, I was like, today's been 2 years since Liam followed me. This is funny too because obviously these were only like my One Direction online friends. So they didn't know like John or anything. And I was like, life update, I actually have a boyfriend now and he's actually super hot. I don't know how this happened. And I put pictures of us at school. He's like in his football thing and I'm in my dance outfit. Okay, this must have been when an album was coming out. Because these are all separate tweets and I go, why am I crying? I need to listen to the new song. I'm bawling my eyes out. Oh my god. I just listened to the song. I can't stop crying. I'm so emotional by it. I'm so excited for this album. I remember there were times that I literally would stay up until like 4 or 5. I don't know, whatever times that they were dropping their songs. Like I would stay up in the middle of the night or set an alarm to wake up on a school night just to hear the song and then go back to sleep at like 4 a.m. Oh, this was like my first viral tweet. Okay, this is what viral used to be. Like a couple thousand retweets because this was in 2013. I knew I went viral because like different accounts started stealing my tweets. Like that's back when there was like big accounts like the Common White Girl and like things like that. They would like steal it like a meme. So it was just a funny thing of like a skateboard and it had a like a computer on top, like using it like a lap thing, like so you can be on your computer in the bathtub. And I said, Dad, can you buy me a skateboard? And then like another quote to be like, why? And then I just put the picture and it has 2,000 retweets. And to me, I thought that was a lot of attention. Okay, I'll talk about how I got him to follow me. Basically, okay, well this is because I retweeted it, so I'm seeing it right now. On the day he followed me, see this was at October 22nd, 2012, like I said, at 4:25. He goes, gonna do some following with a bunch of G's. And so I remember, that was the thing too, is that everyone would go on and try and get them to follow them, like any of the boys they want to follow from them. And so people would go crazy, like blowing up their like tweets whenever they're online to be like, please follow me, like notice me. I mean, people still do that, I guess, like fans of celebrities, but it was it was like the Hunger Games, like survival of the fittest. You either got followed or you didn't. And this was the time I got followed. And I had tried so many times and it finally happened. It's because I think what I did, I unfollowed him when he came online and then I followed him again. So I was at the top of his follower list. So then I think he went to his list and like boop, boop, boop. Either way, it worked. And I remember I screamed, I cried. I was downstairs in our office room. I remember it vividly. I remember what shirt I was wearing. This is when I went to their concert in Miami. I like to think he was waving at me because, I mean, that's pretty much right in my direction. I posted that because I was like losing my mind that it had been a year since like that concert. Okay, because the thing was, I was so confused. We were right there on the side of the stage and like no one was like jumping or standing or doing anything. And I remember being like, what is wrong with these people? So I stood up on my chair whenever he was like walking towards us and I was like jumping up and down, like waving my hands, and that's when he put his hand up. So I like to think that it was at me because I remember literally looking around and no one was moving and I was like, okay. In June of 2014, I said, I'm listening to Up All Night alone in my room and I'm actually crying tears. I'm not doubting it, I probably was. That was their first album, but that had been a couple years since it had come out, obviously. But then like listening to the old ones was always like super emotional. I forgot that I could DM Liam because he follows me. So when you're in a mutual, you can message him privately. I probably shouldn't go through those. You just don't understand. Like, I literally was convinced in my head that I was taken and it was by Liam Payne. Like, that's why I literally didn't have boyfriends in high school. I mean, I would like talk to boys, but I never went and like pursued anything because I was in the back of my head like, Liam's gonna marry me. So finally when John came around, I was so hesitant. That's why I rejected him at first. That's a whole different story. I rejected him because I was like so not used to giving boys a chance, and I finally did, and it worked out. So sorry, Liam. Me and Liam are like exes on good terms, you know. It was probably like January of 2014 I kind of stopped getting on it, and I started dating John in May. So there was a few months in between where I was already kind of out of it. I would just post like just pictures of him, like literally I would just post these and like a bunch of like keyboard smashes, like that I was losing my mind because I was so in love with him. Okay. I found some of my Photoshop pictures. Okay, this is the funniest thing too. When you go on my Google Photos, it's backed up literally from middle school, like 6th grade. I have every picture from my iPod, all my phones, they're all on Google. So when you click on like the thing that shows the people, it shows like, you can just click on whoever you have like the most pictures of. So I'm the first one, John is the second one, literally Liam is the 4th one. Like, he's still at the top, above my sister, above my mom, above anybody. It's the funniest thing to me. So this is the one that I posted that people started tweeting from like the update accounts. They were like, who's this girl, like blah blah blah. I'm literally 15. I might have been 14. It looks pretty real, but you can tell that I'm really young, so it didn't really make sense. And I honestly made him really short on accident, so I definitely would have been a lot shorter than him, but we're like the same height in these. Anyways, I can't believe I'm showing this. This was them. Literally, I literally have us holding hands, walking out of wherever he was coming from. I'm gonna like insert the pictures on the screen because that's probably easier. That was the story for anyone that was commenting on my Instagram post. They're fake, they're photoshopped. I don't know if anyone actually thought they were real or what everyone's comments meant. I just didn't even address it because I was like, let me just make a video. These were some other ones that looked like selfies that I would just like put us together. I'm trying to see if there's like anything funny. I didn't even explain how I did those pictures. Basically, it was him walking with his girlfriend like out of wherever they were. And I remember me and my friends would literally go and pose outside, like we were holding like whoever's hand, so we could just take ourselves and put us where the girl was. So I literally just like took her out and put me in. Okay, this is kind of funny because sometimes it was just like not even about One Direction. I would just like say random stuff. It was honestly my regular Twitter. I was just a lot more vocal, I guess. I'm literally in all caps. I go, I'm so sad. I need a boyfriend. I'm so alone. There's no cute guys at school. My life sucks. Oh no, I just lost my spot. I feel like I'm gonna go to like my media tab so I can like see what I would say with like pictures. Oh, here's a selfie. Outfit of the day. So hip, so trendy. Like that was being sarcastic, but like now it's not as sarcastic because now it's just a joke. Converse, high-waisted shorts, a black t-shirt. Oh, and I have black nail polish and a phone case that says I love you to the moon and back from Brady Melville. That was definitely like the soft grunge era. Yeah, I would literally like post the pictures of us and I'd be like, please favorite if you ship us. Oh, I don't know how to find like the good ones. I also just wanted to tell the story though about those pictures because that's what a lot of people wonder about. And I'm proud of them because I got to fool people into thinking that I was Liam's new girlfriend. I mean, I don't know if people were actually serious. Maybe I'm just oblivious to the fact that they were joking. But I remember like at least seeing 2 or 3 tweets of accounts being like, who is this girl? Constantly DMing Liam my feelings, constantly not getting a reply. I wonder why. Oh, in January of that year, I said, next semester, I'm really going to focus on school and dance and my social life, which means I'll probably barely be on here, but I'll try. And I really did. I went and got a boyfriend. I remember that was like when high school started getting good for me. I remember freshman year, I didn't talk to anybody. I was so just like online with my own friends. I didn't want to go to the high school I went to, so my whole freshman year, I just didn't associate because I was like mad. And then it turned out to be so great. I loved high school. This must have been Zane's birthday because these are so unrelated, but this was the tweet. I have chicken wings waiting for me downstairs and Zane is 21. And it actually got like a lot of likes, so I guess that made people laugh. See, the way I would react to stuff is funny. I posted a picture of Liam and I go, he looks so good, I'm ripping off my limbs. Oh my god. That's what people would say, like crazy stuff like that to like how they were reacting. Like, I'm throwing up, I'm dying on the floor. Like, that's how people would react. I posted another one of him and I said, I just broke my back. A picture of Zane, I was like, he looks so good, I'm sweating by the gallon. I would post it twice. Like, this is the same picture. The first time I posted it, I said, I need to go home from school. Oh, here's another selfie. Why am I wearing the same outfit? Oh, this is fun fact. I remember watching the What Makes You Beautiful music video and not being able to decide between Zayn and Liam, and then I watched Gotta Be You and then I picked Liam, which actually happened. I remember the day I was like, I specifically said in my head, I was like, I guess it's time to get obsessed with One Direction, because I remember all my friends were talking about it, and I got way more obsessed than anyone else, I'm pretty sure. So I sat in my basement and I literally watched all the music videos, and I was like, who's my favorite? Oh, this is so true. Like, still, I said one good thing about me is my music taste, and that's pretty much it. I'm so sad that I will never ever meet the boys ever. That's really sad. Obviously that was everyone's goal, and it never happened for me. Still pretty sad about it. I was so close to meeting them one time. It was the first tour, the Up All Night tour. I went and I got lawn seats. They were like $30 because it was like when I first started liking them. But my cousin is a sheriff, and I remember he like escorted me and my friend like through the, like, to get to my parents' car, because my parents like dropped us off and picked us up because that's how young we were. So my cousin like took us through like the back of the amphitheater, and basically like back behind, they had like a big, it was an outdoor arena. So they basically had a big wall that like separated from where they were backstage and then like the rest of everybody. Like, it was like a concrete wall, like no one could get through it. But I remember videos came out of them like skateboarding behind that wall, and they were like right there, and we walked right through there, and we didn't get to like go and actually see them. It was so sad. And also my parents were parked out by their tour bus because they were like back in this like extra area, and again, didn't work out. Like, I wasn't able to actually witness them. I said I miss summer when I would watch Liam's Twit cams every night before I went to sleep. Twit cam was like the original live stream. Like, I remember he'd get on and like talk to everybody and answer questions and stuff. We had one tiny interaction on there because he used to do this thing on the old videos where he'd like beatbox and stuff. So I remember being on his Twit cam and I was like, can you beatbox? And he never said my name because he used to shout people out. He didn't say my name, but he was like, oh, someone's saying beatbox. And it was me, but he did it. This is only January still, so this whole time I'm in my last month of like tweeting basically, and that's how often it would be. It was literally like 20 tweets a day. I feel like there's not much more I can say. I feel like there's so many, like, if I keep going I can find so many funny things, but that would just take way too long. If this isn't 2013, I don't know what is. I said it's 5 a.m. and I haven't gone to sleep, and I just spent an hour trying to make a flipagram. Oh, wait, I scrolled all the way down to like December and it's not letting me go anymore. What the heck? I mean, I guess that's kind of it. I feel like there's like more iconic things that I'm missing out on, but I don't know why it's not letting me scroll anymore. I can scroll through more of my pictures. Let me try that. I had another picture of them and I said I'm blacking out. That's basically everything it was. I would post pictures of them, say crazy things like that, also talk about other random stuff. Definitely was into like meme culture. Back then it wasn't memes, they were like called reaction pics. So what everyone calls a meme now like wasn't back then. But basically anything that happened we could like put funny pictures like in response to it. That's basically it. I just thought it was gonna be funny to go through those because it was such a big part of my life, honestly. And I do have really good memories of it, but looking at all of that just makes it really funny because I was so obsessed. And if you knew me during that time, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, everyone like knew me for that reason. But this was half to address everybody on my Instagram the other day and half to just do it because I've been wanting to. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.